Hello guys, this is Lloyd Muffs, and today we want to react to the announcement of the new currency for Zimbabwe, the ZiG. As soon as it was announced, the atmosphere in the street, people are not happy because they do not have confidence in the new currency. They are saying, what is the difference between this and all other currencies that were coming before it? So we just want to go just a little bit deeper so that we can realize what really is happening. What's the difference? What's the impact? The new Reserve Bank Governor John Mushayavanhu announced the new currency for Zimbabwe, and he termed the ZiG. And he says this ZiG is backed by the gold. And before that, they had gone with the president to check how much the gold Zimbabwe has in the reserves, in the Reserve Bank of Zimbabwe. He was saying it was about 1.5 tons of gold. So they are backing this new currency on that gold which they have in the Reserve Bank. So what does that mean to a person like me in the street, to a normal person like me? Basically, it means nothing. My first reaction when I heard this news, I said, thank God. Thank God that they are finally changing and finally getting a new currency. Maybe there are things back in order. So I was really, really happy about it. But after some time, I then realized that no. This really means nothing because it is not based on anything. It does not have a legal framework. So it's basically the same as bond. Only they're saying it is backed by gold. Who knows? How do we know that it is backed by gold? If I'm to exchange that ZiG for that gold, will I get the gold that is equivalent to the ZiG that I'm giving them? Basically, no. So people in the streets really have confidence in this ZiG. Just as I was starting to think maybe this is going to be a good thing for Zimbabwe, that's when I went to social media. My confidence and my hope was shattered. I came across a tweet that Nelson Chamisa tweeted. It was saying Zimbabwe needs political change, not a currency change. A currency is a bundle of trust and confidence. A currency is not a currency without confidence and value. Basically what he was saying, if the people don't have confidence in the currency, they are not going to value it. And if the people are not going to value it, it is not a currency. Basically, if the government forces people that this is 1:1 with the US dollar, and people, they don't believe that it's 1:1 with the US dollar, the market will determine the actual value of it. Either people will refuse to use it, or people would put the value that they think the money is worth, basically. So you can't force people to value whatever value you put on a currency. Basically, it doesn't work like that. It's the market that determines how much or what value to give to that currency. So when I came across that tweet, I was really shattered. And I realized that is basically the sentiments with everyone there in the street. I came across Marshall Shodai. You should follow him on Facebook and on X and on YouTube and all these social media. And he was basically saying new currency was Gideon Gono. It was saying he gave us travelers checks, bearers checks, and agro bills, etc. After Gono came in John Panota Bugujka. He gave us bond notes and bond coins, which we were using recently, and the RTG notes that we are using right now. And a whole lot of other nonsense. Now, another John, this John Mushayavanhu, came in hot with what he is calling the ZiG. Something with no legal framework to make it a legal tender. Yep, just printed paper that he woke up and said they are 1:13 against the US dollar. At least he doesn't have the courage to go gede 1:1 with the US dollar. So guys, let's give it until December so we see what will be the outcome of this ZiG. So guys, people don't have confidence with this money. And I understand why, because history, they've learned from history. basically what the government was doing, when they realized that they don't have enough US dollars in their pockets, these big guys, they would print money, put it in the streets, give it a lot of value, like 1:1 with the US dollars. Offload all this money in the streets, take all the US dollars from the streets, put it in their pockets. A week later, it devalues. After it devalues, is the public which would have lost a lot of money because of the paper that they are left holding, which is valueless. So people have the same sentiments with these ZiG notes. They think as soon as it's offloaded, the US dollars, there's going to be a shortage of US dollars. People are going to be holding US dollars. The rich people, the ones with the ZiG, the ones with money in the bank, get the ZiG, take out the ZiG, put the ZiG in the streets, take the US dollars, hold it in their houses. And then this thing will lose value. And then there will be the ones left with the actual money and everyone else with the paper. So this is the sentiment. This is what people are saying. That's why people don't have confidence in this thing. So I realized that I also then don't have confidence in this thing. Why? Because we can't hold our government accountable to whatever would have been done. No one will be held accountable to anything in the government. So if you can't hold anyone accountable for your money, because we are the ones who pay tax, if they misuse the taxpayers' money and the taxpayers cannot hold them accountable, basically they won't have confidence in the whole system. So basically this thing is a scam. As far as I'm concerned, it's not going to work. They are going to try. It's not going to work because people don't have confidence in it. And to name but a few, they are launching this monetary policy statement, breakfast review meeting that John Mushayavanhu is who's the key speaker on this thing. And they're saying it will cost $100. It's on the 9th of April 2024. It will cost $100. Why did they say it will cost 1,000 ZiG if they have confidence in their ZiG notes? And this is an official thing. They don't have confidence. So why should we have confidence in their money? That's why some of the supermarkets have already refused remove the RTGS and only put the US dollars there on the things like cooking oil and the basic commodities. Why don't they also put ZiG? So guys, and it's very unfortunate that there's nothing we can do. And this gold-backed currency doesn't work. You know why it doesn't work? We are not the first people to try this thing. Britain tried it in 1931 and it didn't work. They don't use it anymore because it doesn't work. What it does is, for a short term, yes, the currency will stabilize. But in the long term, people will suffer because the market is the one which is supposed to determine how much what everything is worth. If they don't align, there's going to be shortages and hell is going to break loose. And the other thing, this ZiG notes, is South Africa going to also accept these ZiG notes? Not only South Africa, are all the other countries that we trade with, are they also going to accept that ZiG notes, or they will also say trade in US dollars? So why do we do this? Guys, gadzirisa zvinhu zvenyu. If hurumende yakagadziriswa zvinogadzirisika, look at Zambia. Zambia didn't change its kwacha. No. Vakangogadzirisa hurumende yavo. Zambia didn't change its kwacha. No. Vakangogadzirisa hurumende yavo and everything is working. Actually now, the Zambian kwacha is much more valuable than the South African rand. Not because they forced people to use U-note, or they forced the currency to have value or anything. No. vakangogadzirisa zvinhu zvavo. They started farming, they invested in the land, they invested in infrastructure, and everything started flowing, started growing, they started exporting. All these white farmers that were farming in Zimbabwe went to Zambia, they are farming there, and they are exporting. All these farmers that were farming in Zimbabwe went to Zambia, and they are farming there, and they are exporting. Because of all those exports, the kwacha is now holding its value, is now valuable because of the minerals and the agriculture sector and every mining sector. They have the infrastructure, they have jobs, and everything is just working nicely. So guys, let's follow what Zambia did. Zambia changed their systems. Zambia changed their government and everything like that. And everything changed. So guys, these are my reaction to these ZiG notes. I don't trust it. And it's very unfortunate that whatever I think doesn't carry any weight anyway. So I don't know. What do you think? Do you trust this ZiG? Do you have confidence in these ZiG notes because they say it's backed by the gold reserves? Comment down below. Do you trust these ZiG notes because they say they are backed by the gold reserves? Comment down below and let me know what you think, guys. Like and subscribe. This is the daily grind, and that's what we do. Grinding every day.